1800 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says revolutionary steps are being taken to ensure good governance in the country. The advisor on finance has said the government has decided to enhance soft loan facility to benefit maximum number of deserving people. The new optical fiber cable has been operationalized from Khunjerab to Islamabad under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor project. Over 2,500 new coronavirus cases were detected in the country during the last 24 hours, showing a gradual decrease in the infections. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and the world over will observe Kashmir Martyrs' Day tomorrow to pay homage to martyrs of July 13th, 1931. The United Nations Security Council has approved aid deliveries to Syria through one border crossing from Turkey. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan says the federal government is taking revolutionary steps to improve and ensure good governance in the country. He was talking to the Punjab Law Minister Mohammad Basharat Raja, who called on him in Islamabad. The Prime Minister said the federal government will extend full cooperation to the provincial government to improve good governance in the Punjab. He appreciated the initiatives taken by the Punjab government for the welfare of the people and to improve the service delivery. The Punjab Law Minister apprised the Prime Minister about the draft law for local government system and said the new law will materialize the dream of a real change. Kohala and Azad Patan hydroelectric power projects launched by the federal government will produce 1,800 megawatt of electricity and create 8,000 jobs. In a Facebook post on his official page, Prime Minister Imran Khan stated that Kohala project will be developed on River Jhelum in Azad Kashmir. Similarly, Azad Patan project will be built on the boundary between Rawalpindi district of the Punjab and Sidnouti district of Azad Kashmir. The advisor to the Prime Minister on Finance, Abdul Hafiz Sheikh, has said that the government has decided to enhance easy loan facility so that maximum number of deserving people are benefited. Talking to newsmen in Islamabad, he said the basic purpose of the think tank on economy is to consider measures for bringing improvements in the country's economy. The advisor said the think tank has also discussed the implementation of incentives provided to the construction industry by the Prime Minister. He said maximum number of deserving people would be provided loans while the leakages in the system would be removed. The Chairman China-Pakistan Economic Corridor Authority Asim Salim Bajwa says new optical fiber cable has been operationalized from Khunjerab to Islamabad. In a tweet today, he said in the next phase of the project, the cable will be laid from Islamabad to Karachi and Islamabad to Gwadar as part of the Digital Highway Plan. The advisor said Foundation for Digital Revolution project is being laid in conjunction with China. The Minister for Federal Education, Shafqat Mahmood, says the government will take strict administrative actions for the implementation of the standard operating procedures regarding COVID-19 in schools after their reopening. Talking to a private news channel, he said reopening of schools depend on the situation of the pandemic over the coming months. The minister said discussions will be held next month in the light of the coronavirus situation in the country. He said digital applications are being developed for teachers while students' evaluations will be conducted differently. The Sindh Chief Minister Syed Murad Ali Shah says coronavirus pandemic has been brought under control to some extent. Addressing a news conference in Karachi today, he said it will be completely eradicated once a vaccine is developed to cure the disease. The Chief Minister stressed the need for ramping up tests of coronavirus. He said the provincial government is providing free testing facility to the people. The Balochistan government says coronavirus cases in the province have reduced by 50%. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, the Balochistan government spokesperson Liaquat Shahwani said 29 people were tested positive out of 323 tests conducted in the province yesterday. This is Radio Pakistan. 2,521 new coronavirus cases were reported in the country during the last 24 hours, taking the total tally to 248,872. These include 86,556 cases in the Punjab, 103,836 cases in Sindh, 30,078 in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 11,157 in Balochistan, 14,023 in the Islamabad Capital Territory, 1,658 in Gilgit-Baltistan and 1,564 in Azad Kashmir. The death toll from the virus has reached 5,197, with 74 more deaths reported over the last 24 hours. 156,700 patients have so far recovered from the infection. The number of coronavirus cases across the world has surpassed 12.8 million, while the pandemic has so far claimed more than 568,000 lives. In the United States, cases have mounted over to 3.3 million, whereas the virus has caused 137,000 deaths so far. In Brazil, over 1.8 million cases and more than 71,000 deaths have been reported so far. About 7.5 million patients have recovered from the disease across the world. The Pakistan Embassy in Paris is in discussion with the French authorities to develop special training modules for the Pakistani farmers. This was stated by the Pakistan's ambassador to France, Muinul Haq, during his visit to various fresh produce, livestock and dairy farms in Burgundy region of France to specifically study the successful experience of small-scale and family-based farming in a rural setting. The ambassador said Pakistan can benefit from the French expertise in agriculture and livestock sectors. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and the world over will observe Kashmir Martyrs' Day tomorrow to pay homage to martyrs of July 13th, 1931. In occupied Kashmir, the All Parties Hurriyat Conference has appealed to the Kashmiri people to mark the day by a complete strike in the territory. On 13th of July 1931, the troops of Dogra Maharaja had killed 22 Kashmiris, one after the other, outside the central jail in Srinagar during the court proceedings against one Abdul Qadir, who had asked the Kashmiri people to defy the Dogra rule. In a statement in Srinagar, APHC spokesman said on 13th of July 1931, when it was time for Namaz-e-Zohar, a young man started to call for prayer, that is Azan, but was shot dead by the Maharaja's soldiers. Thus 22 youths sacrificed and laid down their lives till the completion of the Azan. The spokesman said the aim of the strike call is to stress the urgent need for a peaceful and just resolution of the Kashmir dispute and to end the cycle of oppression against the Hurriyat leaders and the Kashmiri people. He also appealed for a march towards the Mazar-e-Shohada Naqshband Sahib in Srinagar on the day where the martyrs of 1931 are buried. The United Nations Security Council has approved aid deliveries to Syria through one border crossing from Turkey. The 15-member council had been deadlocked on the issue over more than one crossing. Millions of Syrians are in need of humanitarian assistance, and the United Nations has described the aid delivered from Turkey as a lifeline for people northwest. The Arab League has called for preserving the Libyan people's resources, potentials and oil infrastructures of the country. In a statement, the Arab League said this will lead to get Libya out of the political and security tugging and help push efforts to reach a political settlement for the Libyan crisis. And finally, the weather. Rain, thunder showers with dust storm, gusty winds and isolated heavy falls are expected in upper and central Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, eastern Balochistan, Islamabad, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during the next 12 hours. Meanwhile, hot and humid weather is expected elsewhere in the country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.